In this video, we would be learning how to create a calculator using Python. So let's discuss the steps that we need to follow. Initially, we would be creating some functions for the operations that we need to do in calculator. So let's write the functions. We would be using add, subtract, multiply, and divide. Then next step, we would be giving some instructions so that user can understand that. Then we would be asking user to enter the inputs, and then we would be printing the result. Okay, so let's create the functions quickly. I would be writing def add. Here we would be giving two parameters x, y, and we would be returning x plus y. Let me just do copy and paste here so that we can save our time. And here we go, subtract. Let's replace it with minus, then multiply, and then divide. Here we need to give a condition that there is a possibility that that denominator could be 0, that is y can be 0. So in that scenario we need to give a condition if y is not equals to 0, only then we need to print this result, else we would be printing cannot divide as y is 0, or we can write cannot divide with 0, just to make it simple. Now here we can give some instructions. We can just write choose operation, let's copy this so that we can save our time. 1 2 3 and 4, choose 1 to add, similarly we can write 2 to subtract, similarly 3 to multiply, and 4 to divide. Once we are done with this, then we need to, now we would be asking user, we would be taking user input here. So let's take user choice. We would be giving an input function, and we would be asking user to choose any of these. That could be 1 2 or 4. Then if user choice is in the tuple of the strings, as input function returns string, so we need to write as a string 2, then 3, and here we go with 4. If user has entered any of these numbers, 1, 2, 3, or 4, then we would be asking user to enter those numbers. So we would be taking input again, and we would be asking user to enter first number. Here we would be taking the float of it, as input returns the string, so we would be taking float. Why haven't taken integer? Because if we take float, we can handle both integers and floats. Now again, I'm just copying it and pasting it over here, just making it 2, enter second number. Now I would be writing if user choice is equals to again a string of 1, then I would be printing num1 in concatenation with plus symbol, then again num2, again string concatenation, then I would be writing add and would be passing num1 and num2. Now I would be again doing the copy and paste so that we can save our time. For subtraction, for multiplication, and for division, here we can write LF user choices 2, then we need to remove the symbol and we need to write subtract. Similarly, we can copy this to make it even way easier for us so that we don't have to make more changes. Here we go. If choice is 3, make it multiply. Here we go. Multiply. If choice is 4, here we divide, and it would be divide. If anything other than this, then we would be writing else print. We can simply write follow above instructions. Now let's run this. Let's see how it goes. Here we enter the first number. Let us suppose we enter first number as 35, then second number as 25. We get 10. Let's do for multiplication once. Whoop, I did something. Oh, I just let me make it code. Yeah, here we go. Okay, I have written it here. Okay, the kernel is not responding. Let me restart the kernel. Restart. Now let's run the code. In line number 2, I think okay, it is right here. I just somehow hit some keyboard buttons, that's why it happened. Yeah, here we go. 24, 12, 36. Let's quickly do with multiplication. 3, 2, 4, 8. Now the last one. 4, okay, 5, 2, It's 2.5. Now the last one, there is and drive. It would be saying follow our instructions. It's all working.